All right, what's up, everybody? Guys, we have made it to the season 1 finale of Arcane. I'm super excited to dive in. It's episode 9, which is called The Monster That You Created. Definitely quite a hype title, and I can only imagine that it's referring, I would think, to Jinx. But the question is obviously, I mean, we didn't get to see her yet in her new created form, I guess. But she is gonna inevitably turn into some kind of monster, right? With the shimmer being used to keep her alive. But then again, the title is interesting because, of course, it's called The Monster You Created, but is it in reference to Silco, who decided to do that to her? Or is it more in terms of Vi, who obviously still, not willfully, of course, but emotionally sort of, I don't even know how to put it, but like, ever since what happened back in episode 3, Jinx has been completely fucked up in her head, as we all know, and she's looking at, for example, the relationship that Vi had with Caitlyn in a very sort of jealous way, and it, it fucked her up so much. The whole journey that we've been through, that's kind of how she sees it, I guess, right? Like, oh, Vi, you created me like this, perhaps, but it's not really like Vi is any responsible for it, the way I view it, at least. Except for that she made that mistake back in episode 3 of turning her back on her when she really shouldn't have. Of course, again, even there, you can argue that she was about to go back for her there in a moment, right? But yeah, that being said, I mean, I'm immediately curious to see where we're going to start this episode, and I presume we're going to see what that outcome is like of the confrontation then between Jinx and Caitlyn. Caitlyn literally just came out of the shower, and you always know that, like, okay, if that's where Jinx is about to show up, it's gonna, end up being a pretty brutal scene. And I honestly expected her to get killed there at the end, but she didn't. So something more is gonna come out of this, right? And I imagine that it doesn't mean that Caitlyn will actually die, thankfully, because I don't want her to die. She's still one of my favorite characters, easily, if not my favorite. Yeah, Jace and Vi have just been fighting over in Zon, trying to stop the supply of Shimmer, I guess, which they succeeded in while still having to, cause some casualties, I guess, to happen there with a bunch of kids falling victim, to that whole fight. But the question there is, like, is it going to work, right? Or what's going to be the outcome of it? At the same time, Silco, yeah, he got that stuff injected into him, and I'm still not sure what the hell was the deal with that. What was the thing that the guy gave to him? Then in the meantime, of course, we have still the whole storyline with the council and with Mel's mom, who just showed up from a whole different region. What was it called? Noxus? Something like that. I hope I'm saying it right. And she, God, I don't like her approach to things at all, as much as they may perhaps be necessary in the long run of things. But like, I just really can't stand her personality, personally speaking. But it might just be me. Yeah, Mel literally looks like a I don't know, like a sheep compared to her, like a sweet a sweet lady, I guess, a sweet woman who's there to do the right thing. Whereas I had always gotten sort of weird vibes from Mel already from the start. But I mean, comparing her to a mom, I kind of like Mel now, so it's fascinating, guys. Yeah, we still have Heimerdinger, of course, roaming the streets, being thrown out of the council. We have Echo, who turns out to be alive and was still there, and they, have been conversing together. So it's just like, it's a lot. And of course, I know that this is only the first season, and so it isn't going to be wrapping everything up. It's only going to be the start of something greater. And so I do imagine that this is going to still have a to be continued to it. It's not like, I wonder how much of a standalone first season that this will feel, or, well, in a way that like the ending will still feel like it's sort of rounded off a storyline for now. I don't really feel like it's gonna be like that. I think it's gonna be much more of a cliffhanger type ending to this first season. Than you would sometimes get out of other shows, where they do try to, even if they do continue, they do try to make seasons still have sort of like a standalone feel to it or something like that. I can definitely see with this one that that's not going to be the case. And that's completely cool, because I'm going to be all here for a season 2, when it happens. So I think that should still be this year, I think, but could be wrong about it. Yeah, guys, with that being said, we're going to dive into the very last episode of Season 1, and I'm super excited for it, of course. If you enjoy my reactions, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you won't be missing out when I do react to Season 2 when it inevitably comes out. You'll want to be here for it. And of course, you can check out my full-length versions over on Patreon, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Yeah, if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. With that being said, guys, let's dive into the last episode of Season 1 of Arcane. Back to the kid. Yeah, that's the reality of war. And I think Jace is starting to realize it now.
Do you not understand? I am part of this now.
You've always been a part of this. You just never had to look it in the eye. One dead kid? There's hundreds more where he came from, thanks to Silco and thanks to people like you who stuck their heads in the dirt.
This is over.
Not for me.
Oh man, that collaboration came to an end real quick. No, don't do this now, come on.
Make me.
Oh shit. Hammer versus Gauntlet, here we go. That's all it took for him to want to revert course.
You won't make it alone.
Oh, he's just gonna walk away and say, well, go and do it then, you won't succeed anyway. I guess he has a fair point there.
Been a while since Topside's gotten this bold.
You gotta do anything about that piece of shit that murdered my boy. Let me guess. Jinx will take care of it.
Wow.
Just like she's been taking care of everything else. Where is Jinx anyhow?
Help her with the body.
Yeah, that's what I'm dreading for us to get back to. Oh yeah, right, that conversation they had. Man, there was so much stuff going on. Oh fuck. Are they still gonna try and step up against Silco? And what is this gonna do to Victor now?
Victor, I know this will probably never see the light of day. Well, I couldn't forgive myself if I didn't try. Everyone's got to do their part, right?
What did she came up with, by the way? Because she was about to walk into that room with like a major discovery or something, right? Yeah, it's too late for that, I think. This thing has a life of its own now. Was it corrupting him or what? Oh, he's controlled by it now, dude. It's the One Ring all over again. Man, even a couch looks like a bathtub.
Leave.
Oh shit.
Stay away from Jace.
You really are fond of him.
Better yet, march back to your ship and get the hell out of my city.
Get hold of yourself. I taught you better.
She is so fucking gross, dude. Oh, I can't handle this.
You're in trouble, Mel. The man who killed your brother doesn't believe the score is settled, and his resources exceed ours. If there is a chance Hextech can be weaponized, we must have it.
I can't believe you'd start a war just to cover your ass.
I would set the world ablaze to protect our family.
Why? Why did you do it?
Because you weakened me. I couldn't endure the look in your eyes whenever I made the necessary decisions to keep us safe. Let the war unfold. Then you come home, take your place at my side.
I'm sorry. I don't know where you'd have preferred.
Huh. Scattering the ashes or...
I'm sorry.
This is rough, man. I mean, are there not gonna be people looking for her at least? Like asking where she went? Oh, he's on the brink of doing this
Am I
again.
interrupting?
Oh, actually, wasn't it vice versa? Yeah, it was vice versa in like episode 2 or 3 or something.
They started
That was a
cranking
great
waves
callback.
and the whole thing was rattling. You have to destroy it. I know. The hex core. What about your disease? Without the hex core?
Yeah, I don't think he...
Promise me.
Mm. Now that he realizes the damage,
Okay.
he doesn't care about living any
I
longer.
promise.
I'm busy.
Oh no, they're coming for him. This guy loves his lighter.
When you took Vander out of play, I thought now here's the man who understands what it takes to run an enterprise. The attitude, the instinct, the eye. But time's lapped you, old man.
Oh, I
You're
don't...
with him, are you?
They don't know
You're
what's happened to
screwed
him.
up, Silco.
Neither do I. I'm
You're too
still
young
waiting
to
to find out
remember
what he
the
got
Undercity
injected with.
was before it became an enterprise. You know what bore us through those times? Loyalty. Brothers and sisters back to back against whatever the world threw at us. Now I'm forced to share the air with parasites like you, who leech off their legacies.
Yeah,
Today
you
is
ain't
the
doing
day
this.
you die.
No, it ain't.
Silco.
Nope.
That's a risk I've known all my life. But I still believe in loyalty.
Oh shit. What's happening? She got him? What? Purposefully?
Get out.
Oh shit, man, what? He still had her on his side?
Were you tempted?
Not for a worm like him.
Wow, I was actually surprised by that, honestly. He was right when it came to loyalty, though. God, this show is so good at just like surprising you. You just don't see it coming, but it still, yeah, makes sense in the end. I guess. That's Chase right there, yeah. Are they talking? They set up a
Perfect
meet.
place for an ambush.
Free trade routes, blanket amnesty, unrestricted access to the Hexgate sovereignty. You really think you're in a position to demand all this?
I give you credit for your stunt, boy. But the big display followed by a request for parley. You're tipping your hand. You're afraid.
I am afraid. Today I got a glimpse of what war between us might look like. Your people wouldn't stand a chance. Council couldn't care less.
Well, well.
That's
Not
one
the
way to put it.
fresh-faced Academy pledge, are you? You want peace. This is the price.
You'll discontinue the production of Shimmer.
Half there already.
Return the gemstone. And I need Jinx. She has to pay for what she's
Ooh.
done.
Nah,
It weren't
he
her
ain't doing that.
crimes. She was working for me.
Get me Jinx, and I'll give you your nation of Zon.
That's something he's gonna have to overthink. I do really wonder why he is clinging on to Jinx that much, though. Is it just sort of their shared emotional state?
You say all this came about in your own brief lifespan?
Oh, he got Heimerdinger
How
in
were
there.
you able to accomplish so much so quickly?
What is that, their welcome ceremony? Definitely not the place you would have expected Heimerdinger to end up at.
1,000 times I've imagined this moment. Is there anything so undoing as a daughter?
Huh. Yeah, she's back in her usual spot. Ugh. Fuck is wrong with him? Yeah, great. Back to this. Haven't seen this enough. Jukebox. Oh shit, Vi's in there. Yeah, I guess that gives a message. It really is a Western, yeah, shootout. Perfect song choice. Oh no, okay. Another bar brawl. Shit, dude, now I am worried. Like, what was Jinx doing here? What happened to Caitlyn? I'm worried for the Vi versus Jinx confrontation now, and Jinx better not suddenly show her Caitlyn's dead body or something. Oof. Damn.
Well, your guard needs work. I wish I could say it gets easier, kiddo. But I'd be lying.
Man.
What I can say is, she still needs you.
Just a reminder of what a journey it's been so far already.
That's my girl.
Yeah, back in the last drop as well. Symbolically. Holy shit. Protective shield. Love it. Oh. Damn. Just took the sword right away from her.
Silco.
Yeah, you're not in a state to go and confront him now, though. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's definitely what I was waiting for.
Counselors, I'm not fit to govern the people who live there. And neither are you. They're right not to trust us.
You're walking a fine line.
He's not giving you Jinx, though.
With respect, I don't give a shit what any of you
Jace just doesn't realize it.
Jace has brokered a peace with Silco in exchange for the Undercity's independence.
What nonsense! We have
They didn't like hearing that. I guess they saw that coming, though. This is what they were prepared for. Okay.
Are we alone?
For now. Maybe forever.
All I can think about is what happened to Caitlyn.
Silco thinks he made Jinx.
But you did.
All his rants and his hard-won lessons.
Yep. Okay, so she is the monster that Vi created. This is what she wants her to
what they fear,
think.
Jinx. Like everything was the same as when Vander left him. But he didn't make Jinx. You did.
I never meant to leave you.
You never left. I always heard you. Your voice. Pushing me. Picking me up. When all the colors were black.
Fuck, man. I'm like rooting for Caitlyn not to be dead, but you just know it's
I spent so many nights in that shitty
probably
prison on
coming.
that freezing floor, hungry, bloody, counting the hours. The only thing that kept me going was the thought of getting back to you.
I always knew you'd come back.
What's going on?
Oh my god, she looked...
He took everything from us. Right here, he stabbed Vander in the back.
Wow.
Just like he planned to with me.
She caught him as well.
All the time saying you abandoned me when he knew the truth. We're missing someone.
Yeah. Oh no, 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 no. Don't serve her on a platter. Nah, fuck this, man.
I paid your girlfriend a visit this morning.
What did you do?
I made her a snack.
Okay, it's not gonna be
I'm
her.
not that crazy.
I mean, the build-up told me that already. Like, okay, so it's not gonna be that, thankfully. But oh, she's alive. She's alive. Okay. Whew.
Leave her out of this.
For now.
Make her go away, please.
Damn.
Send her on her way in. And you can have powder back.
Wow. She's saying it's her or me.
No! Powder, listen. We can just go. We'll leave and never come back.
Where would we go? No. She's not staying.
Oh boy.
It's true. We'll put this behind us. You'll
Here
never
come
have
the
to see her again,
voices.
Powder.
What does he have to
What
say?
do you have to say about that?
She's lying. You'll be with her a day before she realizes you aren't that girl anymore and turns her back on you.
Damn. Yeah, sure. Kill Milo another time.
You're talking.
The Topsiders offered me everything. Independence, a seat at the table. All in return for you. They can
Oh, he was grabbing onto that.
Everyone betrays us, Jinx. Vander. Her.
Drop the gun!
Actually, oh, it was... Okay. I didn't realize it was Caitlyn. That's probably a bad decision though.
Please.
Drop the gun.
Oh my god, this is so fucking tense.
Vi, she's too far gone.
I honestly kind of agree. Huh. Yeah, she had that same innocent look when she was about to kill Echo. Oh.
Remember who you are. I know you remember. Picture Milo. Clagger. Stop, Vander.
Don't listen to her!
How did he... Oh, he got his hands on it. She didn't kill Vi. That better be Silco. Oh. Oh, shit.
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was a completely uncontrolled response, too.
I never would have given you to them. Not for anything.
Yo, don't tell me she's just about to become an even bigger monster because of this. Dude. I actually don't know if this was a good outcome.
It's okay.
No, it's not. She's gonna shoot Caitlyn now too.
We'll be okay.
Maybe you could love me like you used to. Even though I'm different. But you changed too.
I don't blame her though.
Here's to the new us.
It's like impossible to love Jinx in the same way.
You ripped out all my parts. I hope you know we had everything.
Okay, what's she doing here, walking away with that?
We will show them all.
Damn, dude, she's literally taking over his role.
I support Councillor Talus's proposal for peace.
Yeah, have fun with that. Is she firing that straight over at Piltover? They're about to get hit in that council or what? They just look foolish now, raising their hands.
What could have been?
Oh boy. Well. We're not even gonna see it? Oh shit, man. That's quite the cliffhanger. Just like I thought it would have. Wow, yeah, that was an absolutely great finale. Definitely very much on the cliffhanger side, to put it like that. Not just in the way that the episode itself ended, the very final scene, but also in how it did such a great job at setting up a bunch of storylines still to follow, right? And I was actually, yeah, that's what I'm most surprised by. I mean, I like that when a show at least is guaranteed to continue, right? And we know here that like there's going to be a season 2, and I imagine they're going to be able to round off all these storylines. Yeah, like I talked about in the beginning of the intro, you see sometimes with shows that they do try, especially for example in their first season when they're not really sure if they're going to be successes and continued yet, that they do try to make it more of a standalone thing, and then if it turns out to be that success, they continue later on. This one didn't do that, but again, knowing that there's going to be a second season, I'm completely on board with that, and I was actually like, as I said, I was surprised by it, for example, in the way that Victor, for example, his character, right? You had imagined that him literally being ready to die now, essentially. Yeah, that could have been a storyline that they would have concluded already, but they didn't. Like, basically, they didn't really conclude any storyline, surprisingly, to me. But again, I was sitting on the edge of my seat there at the very end, especially. It's just like, and that's another thing that the show did so well, is to constantly subvert your expectations, but not in a way where it feels cheap or something. You know, it just did it in a way where like it continues to have you sitting there dreading what's about to happen. And I love how, you know, especially that build up to Jinx showing up at the plate, taking off the lid or whatever it's called, and yeah, saying I made her a snack. Literally, that's what you think in your head, right? And then it's like, no, of course it's not that. I really appreciated a moment like that. The fact that she killed Silco there in a random burst, I guess, of yeah, I don't know, just having the craziness get to her, right? And it wasn't even necessarily, I think, a decision that she made rationally. But now, because of it, that's what I talked about during the reaction. It's not really like that's gonna serve as a great outcome, because she's just going to continue in his footsteps. She's going to be the new Silco. She's going to be the one taking over. And yeah, firing that rocket or whatever it is right over at Piltover's council. We're going to see what the damage of that is going to be yeah, immediately when the next season starts, I guess. And I can already tell that, of course, Mel's mom, you know, she's going to be there filling in the shoes of, you know, being that commander-in-chief, I guess, leading this war as it breaks loose now. I'm just happy, honestly, that you know, that Vi is still alive along with Caitlyn, that they are still going to be yeah, a part of this together, because that's sort of what I was, you know, definitely ready for, prepared for, that especially Caitlyn could still be falling victim to this, but honestly Vi as well. Even in that moment there when we see Jinx hitting one of the chairs, it's like for a second I was truly thinking, shit, did she just hit Vi here? I could have seen that just as well, in all fairness. And that's what I mean, like you just never really know what you should expect from the show. Yeah, which to me, you know, that's what keeps it interesting, what keeps me just excited to see what happens next, right? So I don't know if there's anything else that I can really talk about for now. I don't think so. I think it's it's set up all in all a great, you know, a great arc that's yet to be continued, and I am super excited now for season 2. This was definitely I think just the finale that I needed to be very much on board with, like, yeah, whatever it was going to be, you know, turning into. Because again, if you would have had that more standalone approach, it's like, okay, do I want this show to continue, or did it already feel like a well-made, you know, season on its own? But here it's like, nah, dude, I need to see what happens next. And so I think it should be this year. I probably should have looked that up, but well, as far as I know, Arcane came out in 2021, right? So 2023 should be when it's coming out. I think I looked it up before and that's what it said too. But yeah, perhaps later this year we will be able to then continue the ride. And for now, guys, I want to thank you all a lot for having joined me here on the journey as I went through these 9 episodes. That also, you know, 9 episodes only. It's really not that much. But still, when I think about it, it feels like such a journey we went on, right? Especially with the great callbacks that we got in this episode as well. Brief little scene with Vandal there, and you know, Milo and Clagger. It's like, man, that feels like ages ago, but that was, you know, that was the first 3 episodes. It really hasn't been that long since, but still, it's so much happens in these episodes that it does feel like that. Guys, with that being said, I want to thank you all a lot for tuning in. Like I said, thank you for having joined me on the journey. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you will not be missing out when I do end up reacting to Season 2 of Arcane, which, like I said, should be coming up hopefully a little later in the year. But then with that being said, I want to thank you all a lot for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back for Season 2.